Nation, let's get it. Yo, shout out to everybody here rocking with me early. I see Bobby B, number one, Eric Jones, my brother Lonnie in the building with that bear down bullshit. Digital Prezi, Berserk, what's popping, man? Dominique, shout out to everyone here rocking. Also, everyone rocking on Twitter. If you want to get your comments in, jump over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 20K, guys, and it's because of y'all. Shout out to you. Real quick, we got a bunch of stuff to break down. A new signing, a veteran that's going to play for us come Monday night. It's a lot going on, y'all. Make sure you wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. Let me see. I see Bass in the building. I see Deshaun in the building. Albert, Bass, all my people, man. I appreciate you guys for pulling up. We're definitely going to talk about this crazy game last night between the Colts and the Denver Broncos. It was hilarious to me. A long ass game. I think that was a waste of 2 or 3 hours of my life. But I sat there, game planned. You know, we played the Colts this year. We got the Broncos one more time. Yeah, man, kind of took a little, the wind out of my sails watching how the Broncos looked yesterday because of us feeling how we're feeling coming off that big win last Sunday. But hey, man, a win is a win. You know what I mean? So I'm going to take it for what it is. But NorCal Raider Jesse, shout out to my guy, man. Get your comments in, you guys. We're definitely going to shoot this shit. You already know what time it is. Not one TD. Battle of the mids. Bruh. That shit was tough to watch, man. I thought we had red zone woes. Watching those two teams, bro, the Colts beat the Chiefs. Like, that's one thing, right? I was like, last night I was excited because I'm like, we beat the Broncos. Like, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, we beat the Broncos. But then I remember like, wow, but the Colts beat the Chiefs. You know what I mean? So hey, man, any given Sunday, divisional games are crazy. You never know, man. Like that opened my eyes a lot to what can happen come Monday night. Shout out to my dog, Mike Nino. I appreciate you, brother, on the super. Thank you so much, King. Thank you for all the support that you bring to the channel. I appreciate you, brother. AJ says, Pop Warner's more entertaining, bruh. I'm telling you, dog. Shout out to Darth Vader as well. Time of possession will be key for Monday. That's going to be everything. We got to run the ball. We got to run it a lot. That's going to open up the pass game. And I got to say this, you guys, because I know the other day I was saying, I don't know why we would bring in Albert Wilson, a 30-year-old wide receiver, right? You know, and for a workout and blah, blah, blah. Well, we just signed him. For those who don't know, you guys, we actually signed him to the practice squad. So I'm assuming this, okay? Albert Wilson plays in the slot. He can play. I mean, he can return kicks if possible, but he has not returned a lot in his career. But this is the case right here, right? Hunter Renfrow is returning after a nasty concussion. Missed 2 weeks. DJ Turner still on the IR, has not came up off the IR yet. You know what I mean? We don't know where or what the severity of his injury is. We don't know when he's going to come back, right? So we have to have someone that could potentially man up that slot spot if Hunter Renfrow goes down again. You know what I mean? Look, it happens. You know what I mean? So I believe that is the reason why we brought him in. He's on the practice squad, you guys. He will not be active Monday night. We still have all of our other guys. We still got T. Billy. We still got Keelan Cole, Mac Hollins, Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, you know, the usual suspects at wide receiver. But I do believe that we brought him in for depth purposes. The guy is 30 years old. He knows the league. Played for the Miami Dolphins. Also, 4 years ago, he played for the Kansas City Chiefs. So there may be a little intel there, you guys. This is definitely like that Patriots, Bill Belichick mind games type of shit. You know what I mean? So for those who don't know, Albert Wilson did play for the Chiefs about 4 years ago, played there for a while. So he may have some intel on Andy Reid and how that offense goes. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it from a standpoint of depth and intel. So that's it. So I'm not going to look too deep into this situation of why we brought him in. Depth and potential intel. Shout out to Andrew. Good morning, Docs. You should go out Raider Talks if you haven't yet. It's a young channel, but I love the show that they run over there. I'll definitely check you out, Andrew. Definitely. Shoot me the link, brother. Shoot it to me on Instagram or on Twitter, at Graphk Raider on Twitter or Graphk916 on Instagram. Shoot to my DM, brother. I would definitely love to check that out. Shout out to my dog, Andrew. Shout out to Jose, Broncos Country. Go high. Factory Outlet, bro. Shout out to my dog, Jose. Yes, man, Albert Wilson can fly. Real quick, I'm going to read this real quick, you guys. And this is shout out to Beast Rider, the homie Ryan on Twitter. 5'9", 202 pounds, Georgia State product. He ran a 4.43, a 4.43 40. Excels in open space. Has a knack for making first guys miss. Tough slot wide receiver who's not afraid to get dirty. There is return ability that provides value. Shout out to Beast Rider over there on Twitter as well. But definitely, man. I mean, definitely. He brings some value to the table. You guys, if you guys have your own channels on YouTube, do not ask me if you can share it in the comments section. Share it, man. Tell our family about what you guys got going on. That's the way I got on, by going on and flooding people's DMs and telling people about what I got going on. I would not feel any type of way. I prefer you guys. Just don't put it in there over and over and over again. Don't spam it, but tell people where to follow you guys. There's nothing. I love that. I prefer you guys to do that because that what everybody knows, man. The DOX ENT is the community channel, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. I have no problem with anyone upload, put a link in there and letting people know where to follow you. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Brandon, man. Feed Josh Jacobs. He wants to get paid. He is here for one more year. Thoughts on Blake Martinez? Let me say this. I'm actually excited because it looks as though, I know Denzel Perryman has been limited in practice, but I do think he'll play Monday night. I do. I have this weird suspicion that he'll play Monday night. And Blake Martinez will be active, you guys. He has been signed off the practice squad. So Blake Martinez will play Monday night. So can you imagine having Blake Martinez and Denzel Perryman, pretty much two Denzel Perrymans, you know what I'm saying, on the channel? I mean, on the channel. I'm reading what you got, on the field. I like that. I like that. This to me looks like a all hands on deck scenario. This is Patrick Graham saying, bring all of our guys up. Whoever's healthy, bring them all, bring them out. We need everybody. We need all hands on deck against this phenomenal, explosive offense that Kansas City puts out on the field week in and week out. So that's what I'm looking at this as. I'm looking at it as Denzel. Look, he has been limited, you guys. So I don't know. He may not play, but I have this nagging suspicion that he's going to play Monday night. So could you imagine that? Divine Diablo, he has not been playing well this season. Jayon Brown has been somewhat of a letdown as well. Luke Masterson's a UDFA. Darian Butler really hasn't been out there too much. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. I like it. And you guys, for those who don't know, we're still looking for more help at the linebacker position as well. We did bring in someone else, former Patriot. So he has some familiarity, former Colt linebacker Brandon King. He did work out for our Raiders. Shout out to Jordan Schultz, my dog. He's always sending me stuff in my DM, anything Raider related. But he has said that free agent linebacker Brandon King worked out for the Raiders. Per source, King, the former Auburn standout, earned 2 Super Bowl rings with the Patriots and also played for the Colts. So there you have it, you guys. Look, we're trying to get any type of depth that we can, because let's just be real. A lot of our linebackers have underperformed this year. You've seen the difference when Denzel Perryman was out there in the first half of last week's Denver Broncos game. You've seen there was a total difference with him out there. The excitement, the momentum was different. Everything was different with Denzel Perryman out there. So can you imagine having him and Blake Martinez out there? The linebacker position has been very, very underwhelming, you guys. Very underwhelming. I'm just not excited. I thought Divine Diablo would step up this year and do something phenomenal. He has not done it yet. I thought Jayon Brown would be this guy that would be this super dog in coverage. He hasn't lived up to the hype yet. And like I said before, Luke Masterson—he's a UDFA. You can't expect too much out of him at this point. But yeah, Brandon, feed Josh Jacobs. Definitely feed him, my brother. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to my dog, Kenny Mack, as well. With Martinez and Perriman on the field together, we can show some traditional 3-4 looks. I like that. I like that, my brother. I like that. Shout out to Kenny Mack. I like it, bro. You got two veterans out there that know how to get it done, that have been successful in this league. There you have it. Shout out to my dog, Kenny Mack, man, as always. Diablo is elite. Yes, but and this is not what I'm look. First of all, if you look at the tape, Divine Diablo has been ran over a lot. Like he's not really great against the run up to this point. And I thought he would have been a lot better in coverage, going into the bye week next week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or even coming into this week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I just don't think that Divine Diablo has lived up to the hype. Me personally, you guys seen it. I've hyped up Divine Diablo all off season. I thought that he would get it done in the passing game and in the run game. He has not been. And look, just because you lead the team in tackles don't mean shit to me. Somebody has to get the tackles. You know what I mean? Like that, like great. Like that's cool. Like, but that doesn't mean shit. That don't mean nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Even though our run defense has been a pleasant surprise, you guys. It has been a pleasant surprise. Our run defense has been getting it done. Has been getting it done. Yes, this is a Carhartt hat, Grissom factory, my brother. Shout out to Raider Raps. Colts have a defense too. They do. Shit, the Broncos have a defense. That was two good defenses out there playing against each other yesterday, but it was just two very, very off-balance offenses. You could tell, Jonathan Taylor was missed, and Denver missed their starting running back as well. It was ugly. That was definitely ugly, bro. Like it was an ugly, ugly game. And for me, I got to say this too, man. Prayers to Hines. Prayers to Hines. That was an ugly ass play yesterday. He got hit in the back, and then definitely was a concussion. He could hardly even walk on the field. Definitely ugly. Definitely scary. Prayers to him. I hope he is doing okay today. I have not seen any updates on him yet, but prayers to him. I played him yesterday. I had him in my fantasy. I put him into my fantasy. I was like, you know what? Hines is going to cook with Jonathan Taylor out. And to see him go out like that, man, that hurt my heart, man. That definitely hurt my heart, man. That shit looked terrible. It looked like another Tua. Look, the NFL, you guys have to look at this shit. Back-to-back Thursday night games where it looked two spooky plays back-to-back. That is terrible, man. We got to get rid of this Thursday night game altogether. And now we have the Commanders and Bears. It's going to be another ugly-ass game next Thursday. If something else happens, look, the NFL, y'all got to do something about this, man. You do. Denver lost Bowles. They're starting offensive lineman. He's out for the season, broken leg. They lost a corner as well. Torn ACL, I believe. I think he tore his ACL. A lot of shit happened yesterday. You got to get rid of those Thursday night games, man. That shit is sad. I know that we all hate the Broncos, but you don't want to see those guys go out like that. That's terrible. I want to beat them guys at full strength. And come on, man. These short weeks are killing it. We have one, you guys. We have one later on in the season against the Super Bowl winning Los Angeles Rams. You know what I mean? That's a scary, scary thought to think that, like, at that point, we may be in a playoff push and coming off a short week playing against the Aaron Donalds of the world, the Jalen Ramseys of the world. That's a potential disaster. You know what I'm saying? So, NFL, y'all got to get this shit right, man. Get rid of these Thursday night games. There's no reason for them, man. Shout out to G-Town. Good afternoon, Docs. Have you seen the new custom Raider Nike Air Zoom Pegasus 39s? Yes, I have, my brother. And you know me, G-Town. So that there's definitely going to be a pair on the way to my house here in the near future. So I got like 3-4 Raider shoes that I never wear. They're just in the garage, just literally lined up with all my Raider shit. But I definitely seen those. Those are fire. And shout out to everybody that's been sending them to my inbox as well. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. You know I'm decked out. I always got the latest Raiders shit. Shout out to G-Town, my brother. Those are fire, though. Shout out to Roofless. He says switch Thursday with Saturday. I mean, hey, I would rather do that. I would definitely rather do that. But, you know, the NCAA, you know, college football, the NFL, you know, it's always about a buck, you guys. So I don't know, you know, how that would work. But I would definitely, me personally, I just rather just keep it Mondays and Sundays. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple and sweet. Sundays and Mondays. That's it. Graham, shout out to my dog, man. And I hope, my brother, I see Darius. I hope I see your cousin, man. I want to see Darian Butler a lot more active moving forward. Shout out to my brother, Raider Travis. He says, share. Spread the word, you guys. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. Bronco fans are classless and disloyal. Those guys were walking out right when overtime started. Like overtime started and boom, these guys were out of there. They do not believe in that team at all. I think they've seen enough. And you know what, you guys? I have to say this. I don't want to take it to, you know, the whole quarterback shit because, you know, this offseason, I did do a few videos where I made a push like, hey, man, look, if we're going to move on from Derek Carr, go get Russell Wilson. Boy, was I wrong about that shit. Russell Wilson looks terrible. He looks lost. He looks like he doesn't care anymore. He looks like he got the money he was looking for, and he no longer gives a shit about the game. I'm telling y'all now, Russell Wilson looks so checked out. He looks like he'd rather be this celebrity outside of football than, you know, this superstar quarterback in the NFL. He definitely looks like he's like in this. I see the video today. I forgot who it was. Was it Good Morning Football or something like that? Where they said that where him and Sierra, they carry themselves like they're Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's like, nah, y'all ain't that. Y'all ain't that. Y'all not that. But let's not recreate. I had to put this on Twitter. I said, let's not recreate. Oh, where's everybody at? Where they said Russell Wilson over DC. Let's just be honest, you guys. Russell Wilson has had historic run thus far. He's won a ring, almost won two. You know what I mean? He's been great. He's been great up to last year. You know what I'm saying? And him and DC have both not had great years this year. They have not. You know what I'm saying? If I had to pick up to this point, productivity-wise, I'd have to say DC has had a better year than Russell Wilson. But they both have not lived up to the hype like at all this season. But I do see DC's trajectory going this way, and maybe Russell Wilson's going this way at this point. You know, with DC coming off of 188 passing yards, I believe, no turnovers, no TDs, but he ran for over 40 yards, five first downs. You know what I'm saying? I see DC going up this way, and I see Russell Wilson going down that way. If you couldn't get it done with Tyler Lockett, you know what I'm saying, and DK Metcalf, you're not going to get it done with Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. And mind you, some of those guys did not help him. Those drops that they had, and, you know, Gordon fumbling the ball every fucking 2 reps. Russell Wilson has not had a lot of help. That O-line has been ass too. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to make any excuses up for Russell Wilson, but he just looks like he does not care about what they got going on. You know what I mean? Shout out to Junior. Russ and Chandler Jones are in the same position. Both got paid, and now they are just a name. Good thing we didn't overpay like the donkey 7 years of Russ. I'll say this, Junior. I have to disagree with you, brother. I think that Chandler Jones is nowhere near where Russell Wilson is. At least Chandler Jones still impacts the game, whether it's in the run game or, you know, pressures or whatever. There's been a lot of times where he's got held, you know what I mean, that definitely helped our defense, you know what I mean, get off the field. I don't think that Chandler Jones is done yet. Russell Wilson looks like he's done. I think Chandler Jones just isn't that guy that's going to get you 10 to 20 sacks a year anymore. I still think that he is definitely still a very good asset to this team defensively. I just don't think that $50 million, you know what I mean, of your salary should be directed to him at this point. You know what I mean? I don't think that he should be compensated that kind of money if you're not going to get sacks or make, you know what I mean, game-changing plays, you know what I mean, strip sacks, whatever the hell. We're not paying you $50 million to contain Kyler Murray. We're not paying you $50 million to almost get to the quarterback. We're not paying you $50 million to play the run. You know what I mean? And here goes the bots. Let me get them out of here. Boom. But shout out to you, JR, my dog, man. Appreciate you, brother. Let me see. DC is 9th in passing right now. And Dark Side, you know what? That's dope. That's dope. We're 1-3. Dark Side. And to be honest with you, brother, look, I don't want to brag about this. I mean, like, I don't want to like beat DC up about this. You're 9th in the league in passing right now. You haven't ran the ball effectively up until last week, right? We barely ran the ball. So there's no excuse to have Devontae Adams, the ascension of Mac Hollins, Darren Waller. Hunter Renfrow did miss a couple weeks, but you still have him on the roster. All these weapons. You should not be 9th, bro. You're not paying Devontae Adams to be 9th in the league in passing. You're not paying Waller top 3 tight end money, you know what I mean, or top 5, however you want to slice it, to be number 9. You're not paying Hunter Renfrow to be one of the top slot guys in the league. You're not paying him for that. You know what I mean? Number 9 is not going to get it done. It's not. With this high-powered new revamped offense with Josh McDaniels that's supposed to be this offensive guru, you don't want him being the 9th. You want him to be in the top 3. You want him to be in at least the top 5. You know what I mean? I know there's been a lot of drops. I know these guys have not gotten this shit. Waller's dropped a lot, but Devontae hasn't dropped shit. You know what I mean? Mac Hollins hasn't dropped shit. I mean, if you want to go to Waller, you know what I mean, a couple of drops that he's had, great. You know what I mean? But let's not act like as though I don't think Devontae Adams has missed a pass. He hasn't dropped a pass all this season. So shout out to Giovanni. What up, Docs? Real Talk 86, Thursday Night Football and the London game. Sundays aren't as good. Players aren't as safe. NFL is meant to be played Sundays and Monday nights. Factory, my brother. Shout out to Giovanni. Facts, my brother. Even that London game, bro. Like, so much jet lag. You throwing these guys out there. It's insane to me. It's definitely insane to me. Shout out to my dog, Giovanni. 43 targets and no drops. There you go. There you go. And guess who else has not been dropping any balls, you got? When he was, in there. Foster Moreau. Foster's been good. So, I mean, if you want to go to a few drops that Keelan Cole has had, if you want to go to the few drops that Waller has had, great. But where are we at in terms of all these drops that everyone is talking about? Where are they? Because I see a lot of people, there's a lot of drops. Where are they? Mac Hollins hasn't been dropping shit. Devontae hasn't been dropping shit. Foster Moreau, when he gets his reps, has been catching everything going his way. Where are these drops that you speak of? We're just going off of the red zone situations with Waller. You know what I mean? And I get that. You can definitely pinpoint those and beat him up for that. Definitely. Look, we only got 5 drops this season. Not bad. Shout out to Cash Lord. There you go. But yeah, hey, man, I wanted to do this live, you guys, to talk about, right now it looks as though, we're getting healthy. We're getting healthy. Yesterday, Rocky Sin was limited, but it'd be great to have our starting cornerback, for Monday night. We need all hands on deck. Denzel Perryman was back, limited, but like I said before, I think he will play Monday night. I don't think bringing up Blake Martinez to the active roster means that Denzel Perryman is not going to play. I mean, it could be a great backup situation, just in case Denzel does not play. But I think he does play. I could be totally off, but I do think that Denzel plays. That extra day definitely helps you get your shit together. But all these guys, like we're finally getting healthy, going into the most critical game of this season. And then after this game, it's great because we get an entire week, to get our shit together and get ready for the Houston Texans at Allegiant Stadium. So I think right now, man, this is the time, you guys. There is no better time for this team to take the next step, in our development and start piling up some W's. Because even after this game, the Chiefs, which is going to be a very, very, very tough game to win, we have a lot of winnable games on our, on our schedule moving forward. You got the Texans, you got the Jags, you got the Saints, you got the Colts, then you got the Broncos again, you got the Seattle Seahawks. Those are 6 games that you can win. So imagine if you can get over this hump and beat the Chiefs and go into Arrowhead and still a win. Think about that. You could be 8-3 very, very, very soon. Very soon. Very soon. Is this a must win? Technically not. But to me, yes, it is. It's a divisional game. We've already lost too many conference games. I've said this on the past 10 lives, you guys. We lost to the Titans already, lost to the Chargers already. You know what I mean? You do not want to continue to lose these conference games. We cannot afford that. Because in January, all those conference games come back to bite you in the ass. That Arizona game sucked. Yes, it did. But it's not going to be as critical as that Titans loss and that Chargers loss. You got to win games now. And you got to win these divisional and these conference games. So, yes, I mean, technically, is it a mandatory win? No, but we need this win. We need this. Is it a must win? No, but we need this W. We need this W for momentum purposes. We need this W. You know what I mean? So could you imagine this team going into the bye week with all the confidence in the world, beating back-to-back divisional game teams? You beat the Broncos at home, you beat the Chiefs on the road, and then boom, you get a bye week. The confidence levels are all the way. There is a such thing as momentum. There is a such thing as confidence. I think a lot of you guys played the game, coming up. I played in high school. I played Pee Wee. You know what I mean? Like, that carries over. Momentum and confidence definitely carries over. And if you can go in and beat a Chiefs team in their home, we're off to the races. At that point, I'm back sold. I think we can do it. But we have to win this game. Shout out to Prezi, man. If Geno wins more games than Russ, he keeps Sierra. Shit, at this point, bro, Prezi, I'm going to be real with you, bro. Sierra just need to go back to Future, bro. Go back to Bow Wow. Shit, go holler. See, what's 50 Cent doing at this point? You know what I mean? Like, is he single? Go back to one, go back to one of your former flings. Like, if Russ, look, you either be with a loser, a dude that's toxic, or a motherfucker that get around. Pick your poison. But either way, CC, you might have to move on. You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Shane. I have to wonder where DC's head is with this new regime. He keeps referencing Gruden. I've seen that, Shane. That's not good to me. It's like he expected Gruden to come back or something. Just seems strange. Thoughts? I've definitely said that. One thing, Shane, I've talked about that behind the scenes with a couple of my guys as well. I don't want to talk about Gruden anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because of everything that happened, how it happened, moving on from it. I'm just like, I don't try to talk about Gruden anymore than at all. Because we have a new head coach, we have a new regime. I try to keep my mind away from that. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But I've definitely seen that, Shane, and that definitely seems kind of weird to me. It does seem kind of iffy that he keeps continuing to bring up Gruden. I get that he's, been his coach for the past 3-4 seasons. I get it. It makes sense. But you have a new coach. I think now that, and this may be the weirdest shit in the world, but that embrace that they had at that press conference when we beat Denver, DC, and Josh McDaniels, I think that was the hump over getting rid of all the Gruden talk. I do. I think all the Gruden talk is going to be out of here. I think these guys have a plan moving forward. And, I don't want to hear about Gruden anymore. I don't. It was a terrible experiment. Yes, we got into the playoffs under all the conditions that we dealt with without Gruden there. Versace is the head coach. I'm just happy that experiment is over, because at the end of the day, you guys, it's so hard. That's a tough pill to swallow, just looking back and seeing that you lost Cooper. You lost Khalil Mack. You lost all these guys that wanted to be here, but you can just tell. Well, I can't even say Cooper. You don't know where he wants to be. He looks unhappy everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, that motherfucker looked like he would literally be frowning at the altar of his wedding. I don't know. I've never seen Cooper happy. I've never seen that motherfucker smile for shit. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine? I don't even want to go there. I don't want to turn this live dark. but could you imagine? Could you imagine, man, Cooper and this chick having sex? He's just.
I would slap your face.
Could you imagine that Cooper just?
You get slapped.
Imagine getting top and Amari Cooper's just. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. Shout out to Big Shane. Appreciate you, brother. Who do you think we cut for Blake Martinez? Shit, Ray, I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest. I know we have to look at what we got going on right now. I don't really know. I really don't know. No, I'm saying, bro, he look. It's like there's there's shit in this world that gives you satisfaction. Like, what is that for Cooper? Like, I've never seen anything. You know, the first time I think I seen him smile the other day was when he said that Derek Carr was his favorite teammate of all time. At that point, cool, maybe. Hawk says maybe Darian Butler goes to the practice squad. Okay, I can see that. I can definitely see that. And you know, I'm a huge fan of Darian Butler. I want to see him as active as possible. But you know, he's a UDFA rookie season. I can definitely see him getting placed back on the practice squad. Let me see. Yeah, he definitely did, Matt. He definitely perked up talking about DC. That was the first time I seen him kind of just. It's like, wow, okay, cool. Shout out to my brother Big Mike, man. Russell Wilson has been handed the keys to superstardom throughout his entire career and constantly fumbles the bag. I don't really think constantly, Big Mike. I think, you know, last year was a bad year for them. Seattle had a very, very ugly year last year. I think Pete Carroll knew the writing was on the wall. I think this is Big Mike. I have to say this. One thing about Russell Wilson, and I don't want to sound like an asshole, y'all, because me personally, look, I was the popular kid in high school, right? But I got down with everybody. I kicked it with everybody, whether you were a so-called nerd or unpopular. Everybody came to me because they knew if somebody fucked with them, I'm always going to be there to like, leave him alone. Like, don't do that. We don't do that bully shit or none of that. Russell Wilson comes off as a guy that was never cool. And you can tell, I mean, look at the girl he had when he was coming into the NFL. I mean, that shit was crazy. But he's never been cool. He's never been a cool dude, right? And now he gets all this money. He gets Sierra, you know, the big superstar, R&B wife. Like I feel like now, like he's just somebody that he's never been before. Like now he's clouded by all of this fame and clouded by all this money. I don't think that, you know, I don't think he's the same dude anymore. I think that he's having a personality kind of like disorder at this point. Like he's trying to find who he is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Terrence, I'm going to say this, bro, and then I'm going to get you the fuck out of here, bro. Russell Wilson has won a championship. He's a future Hall of Fame quarterback. He's done a lot of things in this league that Derek Carr has not done. If you are being called a Carr hater because at the point you say you'd rather have a highly decorated quarterback than Derek Carr, who is not having a great year this year at all. So you acting like this dude's having an all-pro year. Identity crisis. There you guys go. That's what I was looking for. You got to chill with that shit, bro. Y'all Derek Carr motherfuckers be killing me, bro. Y'all be killing me with that shit. How are you a Carr hater if you say you would rather have a Super Bowl winning guy named Russell Wilson over him? How is that hate? How is that hate? So right now, Terrence, right? We have Deron Harmon as safety, right? Love him. But Jesse Bates is out there, right? Cincinnati Bengal, and we can have him over Deron Harmon. Am I hating for saying that I would rather have Jesse Bates over Deron Harmon? Am I hating? Stop with the bullshit. Come on, man. It's no hate. It's saying I wanted to upgrade. And right now, it definitely does not look like an upgrade at all. You got me at that one. You got me at that point. But all I'm saying is, I'm looking at Russell Wilson having a down year last year, right? One down year. And I'm looking at DC being here 9 years and not doing nothing. How's that hate? But right now, I shout to my oops. Shout to Samoan Raider. You know what? I loved this video that he put out the other day. He said, at this point, we're not going to get 2016 Derek Carr anymore, which he said he was cool with. I loved this analogy. At this point, if you can get a game manager out of Derek Carr, just being a game manager, no turnovers, just get it done. Modest numbers, limit the turnovers. I'm here for it. If we can get a game manager in Derek Carr right now moving forward, because there's been a lot of game managers that have won championships before. I'm here for it. We don't have to have a Derek Carr that's going to go out there and throw for 500 yards a week. I'm cool with that. I'm definitely cool with that. I am cool with that. Shout out to the Oops, man. Definitely a fire-ass video he put up. I definitely respect that. Shout out to Erica. Russell Wilson getting that great value coaching. Shout out to my sis, Erica. You stupid. Shout out to my dog, Intel, bro. He just dropped a 100 bomb, bro. I appreciate you, King. As always, my brother, Intel, man. Always, man, appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for what you do for the channel, my brother. It means a lot to me, King. Thank you so much. Shout out to Intel, man. Shout out to Intel. Shout out to everybody rocking in the chat. Wipe them feet. Hit them thumbs up, you guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit that subscribe button. Carr's not like that anymore. Silent. Look, and I'm cool. Look, at the end of the day, I'm cool with that. Big Mike, he's never had an NFL MVP vote. At this point, I think we do need to pump the brakes on the Derek Carr, expecting him to go out there and just and take over games. That's not who he is. That's not who he is. Yes, he's had some great comebacks in the past. A lot of them happened in 2016. You know, I think that we kind of overshoot that sometimes, you guys. We don't realize that most of those comebacks was in 2016. Phenomenal work from Derek Carr. If he didn't break his leg, he was definitely an MVP candidate. But I think moving forward, I'm good with that. A game manager, get Devontae, get Devontae the ball, get Josh Jacobs the ball, you know what I mean? And go out there and manage games. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Drox, man, love you too, my brother. I'm here for it. Let me see. Shout out to Intel once again, man. My dog, my brother, man. I appreciate you, King. Shout out to Mondo. DC is a poor man's Alex Smith. I'm not going to say all that. You know what I mean? Well, shit. I mean, actually, Alex Smith has had a lot of success in this league. So, I mean, really, shit. Shout out to 878. Shout out to Primos. We need this dub. I don't care if it's 3-0 or 59-58. We need this W by any means. Road to 2-3. This is facts, bro. Factory, man. Facts. Facts. Oh, Big Mike said I was referring to Russ not ever getting an MVP vote. Well, shit. I mean, DC didn't get one either, right? Or did he get one for 2016? I don't know. That shit feels like a million years ago, man. Feels like a million years ago, man. Shout out to my dog, Primos. As always. Senior Raider room, I need to upgrade mine. I'm jelly. Oh, bro, that was only one corner, brother. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of all the man cave, and I'll upload them today, Brandon. I got you, brother. But, hey, man, continue to build, my brother. Hey, man, I'm not trying to be better than nobody shit. I love what you got, too. I seen you posted on Twitter, brother. Keep building to it, King. Keep building, brother. Let me see. Okay, he was third in MVP votes in 2016. There you go. 1 year. 1 year. I understand you guys are always going to go back to this Russell Wilson had this stout defense and blah, blah, blah. Let's not act like Russell Wilson hasn't done some great things in this league, you guys. I'm not going to continue to talk about Russell Wilson his whole life, but let's not act like Russell Wilson has not been a dog in this league, you guys. Who has gotten more done? Let me just ask you guys this. Who has gotten more done? When it's all said and done, who's going to be the better quarterback? It's going to be Russell Wilson or Derek Carr? I just want to ask you guys that. Leave it in the chat. Please let me know. Please let me know. Who, when it's all said and done, who's going to have the better career, Russell Wilson or Derek Carr? We don't got to agree, but let's be real. Go look at 98% of all the QBs winning the Super Bowl. They had what Carr never had, defense. Stop playing or whatever, bro. I'm done with that shit, bro. I can tell you, I can show you a sex tape of Derek Carr right now doing some wild shit. I can show it to you. And you'd be like, that's not Derek Carr. I can show you his socials. He has his social security card in one hand and his identification card in the other. And he's like this. And he's in the camera. You can be like, that's not Derek Carr. That's not Derek Carr. He would never do that. He would never do that. I can't win. I can't win with y'all. So it is what it is. Can't win. Tito, yeah, that was a crazy analogy, but I know. But I had to put it out there. Can't win. You can't. He could have literally the Dave Chappelle skit, the identification card right here. You know what I'm saying? His brother filming it. You know what I mean? And the social, it doesn't matter. You're not going to believe it. Out to Tito. Carr paid too much to be a game manager. We can get someone else cheap. Hey, man, at the end of the day, bro, you gotta pay for good quarterback play. Look, I'm not saying that DC's bad at all. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying that up to this point, look, bro, Kirk Cousins is a game manager. He's finessed the league for the past fucking 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pay for look, Matt Ryan is at his age, he's still getting paid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that DC doesn't deserve the money that he's getting. Me personally, I think it's a good deal. I'm not going to play those games where I'm dipping into where Derek Carr getting paid. I think he's getting paid for his services. He's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He is. These days, you got to pay for quarterbacks, you guys. You got to pay for quarterbacks. I'm not talking about Deshaun Watson and that kind of money. But, I mean, in terms of looking at quarterbacks and where they are and where they're paid, I think Derek Carr is paid around where he needs to be paid. I don't take any offense to what he got. Not at all. Yeah, man, I seen that Draymond punch, bro. I put on Twitter, man. I'm like, since we're leaking fight footage in the Bay right now, I want to see that Tom Cable, Randy Hansen? I want to see that fight. I want to see when Tom Cable is that yet? I want to see that. While we're leaking footage in the Bay Area, somebody leaked the Tom Cable knockout punch. I want to see that shit. But yeah, Draymond is out of pocket for that shit. It's insane. That's really sad, bro. That's really sad. You know, I'm a Kings fan. It's even more sad. But look, Draymond is wilding. He's wilding, man. I don't care what Jordan Poole said. He did not deserve that kind of shit. You can't sucker punch a. He needs to be like out of here. Like, to be real with you, Draymond needs to be super suspended for that bullshit. Yeah, Graham Cam, I'm not going to continue to get because the card debate will never end. This is facts. What's the rarest Raider item that you have? Damn, shit. I don't know, bro. I have a lot, man. I have a lot. Give me a second, Tail. Let me think about that, brother. Because I got a lot. I have a lot. Tim Brown autograph picture when I was 5-6 years old. I have another Timmy autograph, a Howie Long signed plaque. Damn. You know what? I'm going to say this. A Raider treasure trove that I got when I was 2-3 years old. I think that's rare because you don't see treasure troves anymore. That, you know, the one I got in the garage? Oh, that cast Raider football. Yeah, I've actually have a Raider football made out of cast that a doctor made for me in Sacramento when I got bit by a fucking pit bull. It might be that. That's 101. I mean, shit is 101. It's a football made out of a cast. So I know, right? Had to be good. I got bit by a pit. Remember I told you that story where Big ran inside the door and slammed the door on me and I got bit? My cousin Big ain't shit, man. You think Jacobs gets over 30 touches? In a perfect world, Jonathan, he does, right? Because that means we're running the ball effectively and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. But I don't know. I don't know if Josh McDaniels goes back and reverts to the Josh McDaniels of the past 3 weeks before this big dub. I think that he still wants to go in and beat the Chiefs in the air. I really do. I think that Josh McDaniels is prepared to go into Kansas City and try and beat the Chiefs in the air. And that's a problem. I don't think that he has 30 touches, Jonathan. I think he has 20, around 20 to 25. I think that's where you catch Jacobs. And even if he gets that many carries, that means that we're running the ball effectively. So I'm good with that. I'm just hoping that Josh McDaniels finally realizes that you have to run the ball and you have a running back that can get it done. Feed him, keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. Time of possession is everything. Point blank, period, the end. But if he runs the ball 30 times, that means that we have a very, very good chance of winning the game. Because that means that you're keeping their offense off the field and we're just slowly grinding that defense down. So in a perfect world, yes, I hope that he gets 30 touches because if he does, I think we win the game. But I do believe that Josh McDaniels is going to say, Carr, you know, we're going to run the ball. It's going to be a balanced attack, but go out there and take some shots. And I'm cool with that too. I'm cool with that as well. But you still got to run the ball effectively. Period. You know, I'm expecting at least 20 to 25 rushes. And then, you know, you'll get a few little Brandon Bolden plays here. You'll get a few Zeus You might get 1 or 2 Zeus carry. You know how this goes. But yeah. Shout out to my brother Josh, man. What up, Docs? You think DC is a Hall of Famer? Fuck no. And I say that with all the respect in the world. Shout out to Hughes. I don't really, there's no real, I can't really go into detail with that. You know what I mean? Like, win a couple rings. And maybe we could talk about it. Maybe. But up to this point, fuck no. Not even close. Not even close. You don't get in the Hall of Fame for leading the Raiders in all quarterback statistics. You don't. We can't even, bro, he's never won a playoff game. like how could y'all, you said why, how can he not? Why is he not? Bro, he's never won a playoff game. What? I feel like y'all be trolling me sometimes, man. I feel like some of y'all be trolling the fuck out of me. And I always take debate too, because I love y'all. I always take debate. I feel like y'all be trolling me, man. A Raider Hall of Famer? Yeah. I mean, hell yeah. We'll definitely put him in ours. But no. That's still up for grabs. Both QBs ain't done yet. Raider Rich, who you talking about? Who you talking about, my brother? Who you talking about? Are you talking about DC and Russell Wilson? Are you talking about the previous conversation that we had? Let me know, my brother. DC has to literally win 2 titles and some individual accolades. Facts, bro. Facts. And at this point, I don't see, a lot changing after year 9. And I'm praying that it does. But, this is year 9, you guys. I think at this point, I think we all have to really say what you see is what you get. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think at this point, we all have to agree what you see is what you get. And it's funny, bro. I had a ticket in the end zone. Shout out to my Whistle Whiskey family, man. Shout out to my boy Alpha. Had a ticket to be sitting in the end zone. Had a hotel and everything. I'm a kickback, man. I'm a kickback. I'm not going to go out to. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go out there this week. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna do the watch party at the house because I got to get ready for October 23rd. I'll be in Vegas for the Texans game. It's my wife's birthday out there, so we're gonna be doing it up. So I'm gonna stay home and save me a couple dollars, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to NorCal, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Oaklosvegas.com. I just put up a bunch of new shit on there, you guys. A bunch of new stuff, even the OG shirts, because everybody's been reaching out to me about the OG Oak Las Vegas t-shirts. I put them up for $25. So if you guys want to go on there and grab you an OG Oak Las Vegas for limited time only, they're $25. Shout out to everybody that's been going to Oak Las Vegas. I definitely appreciate all you guys. The love has been crazy, man. I appreciate y'all. Bro has a losing overall record, no rings and no playoff. John, I don't get it, brother. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't. Let me see. Couple things for those who came in late today. Shout out to my dog, Jordan Schultz. I'm still going to have him on the show at some point in the near future. This is my guy. He always sends me stuff in my DMs. Shout out to him. Jordan Schultz is a good dude. He will be on at some point, you guys. Our schedules have been crazy. You know what I mean? I know we'll work it out at some point. Free agent linebacker Brandon King worked out for the Raiders. Per source, King, the former Auburn standout, earned 2 Super Bowl rings with the Patriots and has also played with the Colts. He has gotten a workout with this, you guys. Also, our Raiders are signing veteran wide receiver Albert Wilson, but he will be signed to the practice squad. So I think a lot of us were confused by the signing, right? And then I got to thinking about it, and I said, you know what? It actually makes sense why we're bringing him on. He's 30 years old. I get that. He played for the Chiefs 4 years ago. He may have a little intel on them, but also he is a backup plan at the slot position because Hunter Renfrow just missed 2 weeks with that horrific concussion that he sustained. We all know that DJ Turner is still out. He's on the IR. So, both of our, slot guys are kind of up in the air right now. I know Hunter's going to play Monday night, but who's to say, God forbid, something else happens to him? We have to have someone else there to man the slot spot. So I think that is the reason why we brought on Albert Wilson. He is 30 years old. I get that. But, he's a veteran and, he's a backup plan. And we have signed Blake Martinez to the active roster, you guys. That is not to say that Denzel Perryman will not be active Monday. He has been limited in practice, you know what I'm saying? But who's to say we don't have him and Blake Martinez out there? I would love it. I think personally that Perriman will play. Like I said, he has been limited. Also, you guys, Rocky Sin has been limited in practice, but it looks as though he may go out there as well. So it looks as though we're finally getting healthy for the biggest game of this year. Biggest game, bar none. Shout out to Jack, man. Come on, y'all, wipe them feet. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. But wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Yes, Raider for VA. DC is definitely a Raider legend. Definitely. I was around a lot of those years for the Jay Schraders, the Carson Palmers, the Andrew Walters, the Marcus Tuasopos, the Jamarcus Russells. I've been there through all of them. You know what I mean? And I can definitely say that. I will never take that away from Derek Carr. I think that he is a Raider legend. This is facts. Definitely. I own jerseys from him. I have his posters on my wall in the garage. I definitely think that DC is a Raider legend. I think he goes down as one of the greatest, one of the greatest Raider quarterbacks of all time. I'm not going to say that, that means a lot, but I will say that he's definitely a Raider legend. Factory. Like I'm a snake. You know what I mean? I love. There's other guys that I quarterback wise on this team. I mean, for this team in the past that to me it's just there's no real. It's not really close. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but it is what it is. Yeah, the Aaron Brooks of the world. The Jason Campbells, which he had an okay year. I love Jeff Hostetler, you guys. I'm sorry. I love Jeff Hostetler. That was my guy growing up. That was my guy. Shout out to Intel. He said, man, give me Jason Campbell back. That was my guy, bro. That was my guy. The Gronkowskis. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, my beard will be cut soon, you guys. Just because y'all keep talking shit, I'm going to cut it down, man. I'm gonna cut it all the way down. Watch. Shit talking motherfuckers. Yes, Primos, we will be doing the watch party on Monday night, my brother. Yes, it will be live Monday. We'll be live Monday night. Stay tuned, my brother. Facts. Jason Campbell knew how to win in the AFC West. Didn't we go 6-0 that year, John? Didn't we go 6-0 in our division and still not make the playoffs? I could have swore we went 6-0 in our division and did not make the playoffs. That's such some Raider shit. Yeah, y'all. Also, happy birthday to the GOAT, Charles Woodson, man. Charles Woodson. Happy birthday to the GOAT. If you guys get a chance to go to WoodsonWhiskey.com, tell them Graphk sent you, man. You know what I mean? And go grab you a bottle or something on the GOAT's B-Day. Shout out to my dog, NorCal Raider Jesse. Yep, swept the division while missing the play. That shit is unheard of. That's crazy. 6-0. Bruh. Talk that shit, man. Talk that shit, my brother. Yes, happy birthday to Charles Woodson, man. You guys go to Twitter, go to Instagram, let them know what's up. Let the GOAT know what's popping. Let me see. Bro, the only team in NFL, bruh, that's such a Raider thing to do. It's crazy. It's sad, man. But yeah. Shout out to everybody here rocking with me in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to get ready to go pick up my sons from school. Latest edition of Coffee and Convo. I appreciate you guys, man, so much for everything you guys do for the channel. You already know what time it is. We're going to be active all weekend long, you guys. We have tomorrow. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it Sunday. We're doing the St. Jude's run up, man. You guys, I want to do something great for me hitting 17,000 subscribers. We're going to do a special show Sunday to raise some money for St. Jude's. So if you guys get a chance to pull up on me on Sunday, we'll do it while we're watching football games, you know what I mean? And just run up a bag for St. Jude's, you know what I'm saying? They're a great foundation. I get stuff from them every week in the mail, you know what I mean, from previous work with them. I would hope that maybe y'all can come through and bless them a little bit. And then Monday, we're doing a watch party. And I think tonight, Me Wasted and my brother Money Yell are going to be doing a hip-hop show, a Built Different podcast tonight, where we're going to be talking about the whole DJ Academics and old school talk, the dusty and broke talk. Do y'all want us to do a build different? We'll do a build different tonight if you guys want to do that. You know, I mean, I know a lot of people have been asking for it. We're kind of turning that build different into a mental health hip hop platform. You know what I mean? So if you guys want us to do it, we will definitely do it. I definitely want to break down that DJ Academics talk because he definitely disrespected some OGs in the game. And I wanted to put my 2 cents in, and I know Wasted and my brother Money Yo wanted to do it as well. So I think we might do that tonight. You know what I mean? So stay tuned for the build different. Other than that, man, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. On the way out, make sure you hit them thumbs up, wipe them feet, Oaklosvegas.com, and hit that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all. I'm outro. 1.